Let's see how things are going. Oh, where is it? Right, so Jello, good evening and welcome back. It's been a while, and if you've seen already, I've already done a couple of opening boxes and catching up on some bits, but we are getting there. So how is everyone doing today? Let's go ahead and get this ready. Oh, it's been a long time. So it's going to go Jello all for the chat. Just got to get things kicking off and see what's going on. So let's see if I can get the stream deck to work. It's been a while. Oh man, why is it not working? Is that it? I think that's it. Must be, got to be. So let's go ahead and go Jello all for the chat. So yeah, come say hi Spoon in the chat and we'll get things kicking off and see how things go. So yeah, so we're going to do 41. So getting closer. We've got loads behind me as well. I've had a bit of issues. I've had to try and find a multimeter. It looks like we might need that, but I couldn't find it, so I've had to use something else. So we are getting there slowly and getting things kicking off. So what's going on there? There we go. Hi Claire, how you doing? Hi there Roy, how you doing? Right, let's go ahead and grab my links and we'll get them kicking out. So while you're waiting, don't forget you can come join us over on the Discord and we can all have chats there, see what's going on. We have our Facebook account, so you come join us over there on Facebook. The Fiverr store where you can purchase some merchandise. I'll need to double check that one. We have the Instagram, so come join us over on Instagram, see some photos. That does need updating again. We have our Twitch, so head over to Twitch if you haven't done so already and watch our live streams there. We also have our Twitter account, so yeah, we'll have Twitter and I'll be doing shout outs in a moment of everyone that does the retweets. We have our family friendly YouTube channel where we're doing some games and yeah, I've just got to get that jumping back off again. I've got some sorting out to do. And we have our YouTube adult account where we are doing the partwork builds and adult content. So hopefully we'll see you all over there in a minute. So I'm going to head over to Twitter and have a look there and see what's going on. So Twitter, where are you? There you are. And we'll start kickstarting things off in a moment. So let's go there. There we go. So we do have a few retweets. Yeah, it always seems to be the same ones again. All right. I'll keep it there a minute and then we'll just double check. So here we go. Yeah, there's links. That's that. So we're going to move on to 41. I haven't been able to get hold of all the part work stuff and everything because it's been boxed up and things like that. But we'll get there. I've got a lot of sorting out to do and cracking on. So let's see. Right, I reckon that should be enough time. So I'm going to head over to Twitter again, do a quick refresh and see what we have. So our chance to have a shout out, and we are going to go over to it now. So we have Roy in first, Claire in second, and Wabbit in third. Thank you very much, you three, for the top 3 retweeters. And we are going to go head back over to the bits there and start cracking on. So we're going to move on to number 41 and get going there. I've been having issues with the new camera as well, so that's not seems to be working properly, but we'll get there and go from there. I will let you know now, I am having issues with the landline internet type thing. The internet's been up and down all day, so I'm risking it right now, so we'll give it a go. So 3, 2, 1 and in we come. Oh, so we've had some major difficulties and everything else, so we've now got issue of 41 here, and we're going to dive on in and go from there. Hopefully we've got everything that we need. And see how it goes. So we'll throw that up, put that in the bin, and we'll see what we have. So it is supposed to be getting slightly more complicated and things like that. But what we're going to see here, we have obviously 41 and a box of goodies, and obviously it does look like there's not much to do, so should be nice and easy and simple. So we'll open that up in a moment, and I'm still keep finding rubbish, you know, I've cleaned it up 3 times. So we're going to have a quick look through the booklet at this moment and go from there. I can't get hold of the ring binder, so we'll keep it to one side until we do. Next issue, okay, we've got colourful bits and loads of detail, so I will use the book properly to make sure we get details in the right order. The final recovery, okay, we'll obviously I'll read all these later, and we can see some nice artwork there, some body counts and end of the search. Okay, so Titanic gravesite. Okay, final farewell. The blockbuster part 4. Yeah, there is a couple of other Titanic ones out there as well. I've seen there's one which spends about no more than 15 minutes with the Titanic, then goes on to something completely obscure. And then we've got the shuttle. Okay, so we do have electrical goods in this. If I remember rightly, there was. My tester is somewhere up there, I believe. There it is. So there's the tester, so we'll be needing that. We do have the other tester for the motors, but I have managed to find all these pieces on the internet, and I'll be making up my own test board so I can have them all combined. So we've got a couple of light fittings. I think they'll both probably be the same. 41D, 41C, port, starboard, bow. Right, maybe you can see, so 4 pieces in there, so ain't too bad. So we've got a little bit of testing to possibly do, and so go from there. So we'll keep that to one side, and we might refer back to it. And here we go. So where is everything's just gone? Aha, there it is. That's what I was looking for. We're going to get our trusty there's tester, and there goes some. Right, so be a nice adult grown up, someone who's competent enough to use one of these. Just get what you need to go away from your phone towards your chum, to get rid of that bit of tape there, and you put it away, and outside out of mind. Here we go. So we know we should have at least 4 pieces, and there's 1 piece straight away. This is M, okay, and on there you have a positive, a negative, looks like a little resistor, and a diode, an LED on there. So yeah, and obviously you've got your clamp on the other side, and it's obviously M. And let's have a look. Oh, here's another piece. That one is marked as L, and that is the same sort of setup as well. Little resistor, LED, and clamp. Both the same size. We have our bit of deck. It's actually missing. Looks like it's missing a couple of little pieces. I'm sure we'll be able to fill it in. But yeah, that's the interior part of the deck. Looks like, because it looks like the housing, and obviously it's empty. So we'll save that to one side, and we'll open up. Oh, it's an envelope style. Okay. We'll take that out. Yep, that's empty. That's in an envelope style without the little gun there, so we can even use that for later. So right, so we've got a couple of ridges there that obviously is quite raised up, so we've got to be careful not to put too much pressure here, because it's quite flexible. and we'll go from there. So we'll PVA glue that on there, but it looks like we put our LEDs in either side. The only problem is, if that's glued on top there, we are going to have problems if there is a problem with them, so we have to get complete replacement parts. Hopefully that doesn't happen. So I've got my wood glue there, got a brush up there, got to give it a little dry off. And we need to work out which way round these got to go, because they're virtually fixed in. So we'll double check which way round they go. And right, so 41C is L. So which one's L? That's L. And if we rotate it, so it's same picture for me. C, D, and deck. So I'll flip that round to yourselves. That one goes that side, that one goes that side, and that goes in front. That is it. Job done. We'll move on from there. So there is a hole, obviously, in the circuit board, which means so we've got nothing on one side, so that will go in and down. I'll obviously press it in gently. Does it go that way? Hole doesn't look big enough. Doesn't quite look big enough. Oh no, I'll do it upside down so it just sits on the top. That's fine. So flick it over. So a nice smooth piece goes to the top. And it's sort of like just sits and rests in it then. Ah, there we go. So that's how it's like sits. Just on there nicely. And then it looks like we've got to place them underneath the little tabs and put it through there. So what we'll do it nice and gently, and we'll see if we can get it to manoeuvre in nicely. I don't want to use a screwdriver because there is a risk of puncturing it, but then we haven't even tested it yet. Right. So we'll go ahead, we'll grab the multimeter out quickly. Obviously this is my other multimeter, it's a multi-function tester, and we just want to see if there is any continuity between the parts. So we'll try our hardest to get them on and see how it goes. Just go on the ends, it should be fine. There we go, that's working. Do the same with this one. And see what happens there. See if we can get it in. There we go. And as you can see, there was a bit of a flash on there. So there we go. So there is resistance. They are working because obviously they flashed. Just move that to one side, and we'll move on. So we'll now try and whip them in nice and gently without obviously puncturing the cables. So I don't think they've got any of these left in stock, this issue. Right, sorry, let's see, come on, in you go. Okay, I've got loads of catching up to do because obviously I've been away. Done quite a few different training courses to better myself and everything else. And is it going to go? No, it's not going. Come on. Aha. Yep. Yes, 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 yes. No. So I'm about 2-3 months behind everyone else. So once I've caught up, I can then start catching up with their videos and see how it goes. No, didn't go in. Right, didn't really want to, but let's see. Give just a little bit of persuasion and get it in. But I'm not putting a lot of force on it because there's no need to. As soon as I can get one side in, the other side should follow. Let's see if we can get the black one in, because that's probably going to be the best one to do. A little bit. There we go. It's going. Right, that one appears to be in. And that one. So they are in. I'm going to try and poke some of it back up so we don't snag or anything on it. Right, so that's there like that. Push a little bit of it back. Go. That's in. So obviously we've got to make sure do have some slack in places so it doesn't get torn. Right, now we can move on to the next one and see how things turn out there. Ooh. And go from there. Come on, let's see. There we go. So getting that in slowly and for surely. Right, in you go. Come on, you can do it. And what we'll do, we'll get the actual tester out, clean with the pack, and we'll test it that way. Come on, rotate round. I know you want to. It's a bit of a strange way of doing it. There we go, so that's in. As you can see, I'm doing it nice and easy, keeping it all together. And it goes round and then tucks in there. Hopefully that should stay nice. See, nice like that. I've seen some pictures and things like that, but I haven't seen anyone video yet, and so on. So there we go. Let's go ahead and grab the little tester here. Oh, batteries are falling out. That's right. So we'll just get that placed in there. Grab the batteries, and we'll. There's the kite for the doll's house. So we'll go ahead and stick one battery in there and one battery in there. There we go. So as you can see, yeah, it's falling out. You can see we do have a light on there, and I will try and do a halfway video and we'll get all the lights working best we can, and go from there. So that's one side, and obviously let's see, get this one working as well. You can see it's got some sort of form there. So let's go ahead and release them a little bit, and we'll do the same again for the other side. And get that placed in there. Oh, right. So try again. Get that gently placed in. There we go. Sits in there just right. And see how that goes. Right, so now that's in place, we'll deal with this one in a minute. We can now put, so the red one in first, followed by the black one. But again, we want to make sure we've got a bit of slack up the front. And put it in. Right. So let's see. There may be a chance that Webbit and myself and Aussie, all the kids, could be moving, because we are actually looking at alternative places from where we are. We've been in the middle of nowhere, which is great. Kids love it and everything else, but there's loads of drawbacks and issues and things like that and everything else. So what we are doing here is this. I should hopefully be getting something through the post and delivered to the bulk order place, which is going to be coming up very soon, hopefully, on the channel. And it is actually sponsored by someone. Someone is actually paying for me to do it for them. So there we go. Hopefully we will be putting that on the channel as well. Just got to work everything out to get things sorted and work it in. So because they obviously watch the contents, they watch the YouTube video when it comes out, and they've asked if I would kindly do something, so I agreed I would. That's where we was having a bit of issues, because we thought we already had it delivered to us, but it hadn't been delivered because they didn't have a posting address. They only had the billing address, and it wasn't going to the billing address. So that's why I had to get in contact with Hachette about some bits and so on. So as you can see, it's now in behind little white tabs. That one went in easier than the other side, so we'll just put that through there. Put it in there. So there we go. I am confident enough that everything seems to be good, and we will go ahead and grab our glue. So where is everything? So I'll need to wiggle around without damaging, tapping the mic or anything like that, and grab our trusty kitchen roll. Non-branded kitchen roll does the trick. And there we go, like that. Hold like that. We'll grab our paintbrush, which deals with a lot of gunk a lot of the time. Just get rid of them. And give it a quick dry off. It's been sitting in that pot for quite a long time. Got loads of gunk around it still, which is fine. So I'll just, yeah, I'll scrape it off later. But there we go. Alright, so we need to make sure that lines up nicely there, without any issues. And I need to get some new cocktail sticks, which are, oh no, I've got some cocktail sticks, they're not there, I left them. Ah, one's got gunk both sides, that's got gunk both sides. I know what I've done. I think I know where they are. They're in the bag in the car. Right, so we'll make sure they go down like that, and then we'll make sure we've got our clips. It's going to be quite simple, and we will have a bit of issues because we won't be able to get anything further on, but we'll deal with that when we come to it. Alright, so let's grab our non-sponsored Gorilla Glue, which hasn't been opened for such a long time. Yeah, that's fine, it's still movable. And what we want to make sure is that we get everywhere. So oh, I didn't bring my little pencil over. Let's put a little mark there, and a little mark there, so we can see where we've got to glue up to, and then take it off, grab some of this non-sponsored Gorilla Glue, and we can spread it all across the plastic. And we can tidy up afterwards. And what we'll do, we'll poke out the holes afterwards. Once it's all been glued and dried, we can poke the holes, so we can then carry on with everything else. There we go, so that's all that side glued up. I'm only putting the glue on is just to help keep the wood bonded, because obviously it's only sticky back otherwise, and a lot of people have been having issues with it, and then they're going on the chat rooms asking for help, and so on and so on. Right, so let's see, that is all now glued up. Alright, so let's place that there a minute. Now this is where it's going to be a bit tricky, because sometimes the deck will split, because it's very thin wood. There we go. And we've actually had the deck split on us before on a different part, but others have had the whole decks split and everything else. So we'll gently place it, see if we can get it to line up properly. Gently run my finger over. I like to use my little roller, but it could be a bit hard in some places. I think I'm going to have a little bit of trouble with this part, because the cable seems to want to always come up and out. But we will do what we can, best we can. I can see the deck's already raising there. So we'll try adding a bit more glue. Just like so. Try and poke it in and under. There we go, that's gone down. Get rid of the excess glue. That's just raising up. So what we'll do, we'll put one clamp on there. Maybe we can get it on there. Because we've got to be careful, because we've got the boats to go on as well. So put one on there like that. One on there like that. I do have some additional clamps on order, but they haven't turned up. On there like that. Make sure that doesn't split, because that looks like it's going to split there. And do I have ones? Oh, yep. Put that there. Right, let's take that one off for a second. Grab our cotton wool bud. Get rid of that bit of extra glue there, because we don't need it there. Then we can put that back on there. There we go, so we can leave it like that, and then when we come back to it later on, I'm sure, yeah, we've got to come back to it later on because it is details. It appears for, appears to be the details around here and the lights. So we'll come to them as we go. Let's get rid of that a moment and go ahead. Oh, let's go. Be right back. Let me just quickly have a quick adjustment and see where we can go next. Yeah, let's do a quick 60-second ad break, because obviously that helps me out, and we can move on. So 3, 2, 1, and an ad break. So while we're having a quick ad break, I can also have a quick slurp and see what's going on. Oh, afternoon there, Duster 333. How you doing? Welcome. Let's have a quick slurp while we're on that ad break. And there we go. Ad break's almost over, and we should be kicking back. I don't know what's going on, but my chat isn't coming through until a bit later, I've noticed. It should actually come through instantaneously. Alright, let's quickly get myself readjusted properly, and we can get back, and we'll do one more light test while the glue is there, and I'll wrap it up if we can get tester on it. No. Can I actually get the folder? Yes, I can. I can get the folder. Alright. All pins and needles. Alright, so welcome back from the ad break. A lot of you should be back by now, and I'm just getting myself sorted because I've just managed to slip out the folder, and we'll come back. So, where are we? There we go. 3, 2, 1, and back we come. So let's move that to one side so we don't get covered in glue and everything else. And we'll go ahead and bring the folder back. We do have a spare one of these. We're not quite there yet because, again, we are about 3 months behind. And we'll go ahead and put it in. So, as you know, this one should be 40. Yeah, issue number 40, and there goes 41. Go on, here we go, there's 41. But we've managed to get 35 to an issue for a folder. So this will go up to 70, and I think we've got more than 70 issues. I think we actually got less than 70 issues, but we are trying to get there. So yeah, it should be about 4 folders by the time we finish. Any additional folders we'll put up for sale, so at the same price that I purchased, so we don't lose out and others too. let's just slide that back in there, and the rest of the engine's up there. So we'll be looking forward to issue 42 in a little while. I might even come straight back to it, but then this part of the deck's not dry. So all I can see on the back is there's a lot of detail to go in, but really need the deck to be dry before we can do that. Or we could move on to Doll's House afterwards, which is also behind me, and we've also got Eddie's stove art as well. So yes, we also have a lot of things going on. We've got loads of Titanic, we've got Eddie's stove art, we've got Doll's House, and we do have, hopefully, by tomorrow, a delivery, because I have been told there is a new box, a big box, and it is actually addressed to myself, Rackety Spoon. Right, so on that, we're now going to go to ending. So yes, don't forget to come check us out on all these other links that we have coming up. We have our Discord, where we can have chats about things. We also have the Facebook, we have the Fiverr store, we have the Instagram, we have our Twitch channel, Twitter, our family friendly YouTube, our adult YouTube. Don't forget to check out the description of the videos, because in the description our links are to people that we are following, and we are also watching after we've done our own videos first, so we can't get accused of copying from them and everything else. So on that note, thank you very much for coming along. It has been great, and I will hopefully see you all on the next video, hopefully very soon. Bye for now.